So hey y'all, and welcome back to Leesah's Cottage. Welcome into my craziness that's going on today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and starting all over again for several weeks. I had updated you all on the big changes that's taking place here in our part in the hills of Tennessee. Sophie girl wanted to be outside, so I just went ahead and pulled the blinds up so I could see her at all times. I think this has taken place since my last live video. So you all know it's that time of year for our Sophie girl. She's got to go out, so I get to take it back. Let her sit outside in it. If she goes to potty in it, I'll take it off and throw it away. But if she seems like she's gonna go down off the porch, I'll go out there and take it off. She just likes to sit outside, and I cannot blame her. It looks like I'm having a moving party or a deep cleaning. It's November the 2nd, and I didn't get to pull the Christmas stuff out like I thought I was gonna get to. And then I talked about doing it today, Friday. However, I am emptying this room completely out. I will have to wait for Ken to be able to help me when he has a minute to move the dining room table. However, I'm going to go ahead and empty out the china cabinet, the top and the bottom and the drawers. And I will just store that stuff either in the living room or in the guest room for now. And once we get everything emptied out of here, we will be, Ken and I, moving the china cabinet in here in place of this blue cabinet. And I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and sell this. The reason I'm trying to move stuff around and make room, somehow try to get this dining room set in here in this living room. I'm not sure that's gonna work. I may end up having to store my dining room table for now. And if I do have to store it, it will be okay. But we're emptying this room completely out, and we're gonna consider this a gathering room. Because Mom, you know, her bedroom's gonna be downstairs next to us, and we're hoping it's gonna be plenty big enough to put her a recliner or two and maybe some other items that make it feel like her own little place. That way, if she wants to get away from us or get away from whatever's going on here at the house, she can just go down in her room. I can just take her down in her room if she's wanting to have some peace and some quiet. Oh my goodness, it has gotten cold or chilly here. We had some massive winds a few days back. Blew down some good-sized branches down by the creek. Need to get that cleaned up. I was out here yesterday playing with Sophie, and I told Ken, I said, it looks like I need to weed eat around the fence line. And he said, well, I'm also going to probably go ahead and mow again, if for anything, to mow the youngins down. I said, I don't blame you. So it's supposed to be somewhat pretty here tomorrow, so we will probably be taking advantage of our Saturday day off together and do the things that need to be done outdoors. And then on the cold, wet, rainy days, I can just continue to work indoors. So as I was saying, and I got distracted, which that is so easy for me to do. We have to, Sophie girl, I think I told you, not only is it that time of year for her, she came down with kennel cough. She was in daycare last Friday, and that was her last day in daycare. Being that Friday night, we noticed it was coming up on that time of year. And so she can't be in the daycare, and completely understand why. So I think I had read that they could carry it or be exposed to it and then 7 days later develop the cough. Well, she's developed the cough. It was either yesterday or day before. Whatever day it was, she got straight into the doctor, and they said, yep, that's what it is. It's kennel cough. And so they prescribed her antibiotics and some cough medicine. Constantly stepping outside looking for her, making sure she is where I can see her. That's why you will see me walk in and outdoors quite often from one place to another. I'm actually looking for her. So back to why I'm emptying this room out, and we're just completely taking everything out of it. We're going to turn our dining room here into what I'm considering a gathering space. And I'll just put a couple of recliners in here, and I'll have to go small scale because I tend to go on large scale when it comes to furniture. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I'm out looking for recliners, what very little room I really have to put them in. I'm thinking maybe a couple of recliners over here, and then maybe like a very small love seat, or like an oversized, I think sometimes they call them napping chairs, where they're big and you can take a nap in them. But I'm wanting to get at least enough seating in here so we can come in here and sit with Mother and watch TV. But we're talking about putting a TV here on the wall, a flat screen on the wall. So that's what I'm doing today. I am emptying out the china cabinet here, the top and the bottom, and I can remove the glass. I have removed the glass before, the glass shelves. I may go ahead and get those out and just lay them on the guest bedroom bed in there. And then they're starting construction next week on her room down off of ours, and turning Ken's bathroom into the wet bath. They're starting that. That's the first thing they're going to start on and get that completely done, just in case they're still working on her room downstairs and it has some final things to be done. But it's time for her to come home. We promised her by Thanksgiving, so that's what we're shooting for. She may have to use the guest, hear her cough. Aww. We've already ordered her bed, and then I told Ken when he was looking at one for her, I say, oops, you better call Mom and ask if Star does sleep in the bed with her. And Star is her dog. It's a Australian Shepherd. You might want to see if Star likes to sleep in the bed with her. If so, she needs to go to something more than just a twin bed, because she keeps saying, a twin bed will be fine for me, and that's what she's using in the nursing home. I'm definitely not going to be in front of the camera today unloading all this stuff, because I am just in my beyond comfy clothes. My hair is pulled up. I am just looking pretty darn tootin' rough today, and I wouldn't want to expose you all to that, and then you have to seek counseling. So I'm gonna get back at it, do what I said I need to do and want to get done. The more projects I can get done before she is due, or before we are to travel in and pick her up, the easier it will be the transition of her coming in. That way I won't have so much on me, and then trying to get her in here and then settled in, and then I'm not having to run around like a chicken with my head cut off, as my mom used to say. I can just focus 100% on her. And then on top of doing all this, I'll be pulling Christmas out and starting to decorate. And I'm thinking maybe when she's just in there watching TV, of course I'll serve her breakfast and then clean up that stuff and then do her lunch in between those things, doing those things for her, taking her to the restroom, getting her dressed for the day, her showered up and dressed for the day and ready for the day, while she's just watching TV or maybe napping. That's when I'll be doing the decorating. And I like that she will be up here right off the kitchen in the dining room, which is now going to become the gathering room. I can hear her and see her and keep an eye on her. So this is what my Friday is looking like, tearing everything apart. I have clothes going, beds stripped. That's my first load, was the towels. I'm starting to bring outdoor pillows in and washing and drying them to get them ready to put away until next spring. So I'm doing that today also. Bed stripped, waiting on those to get dry so I can put the sheets back on the bed. So I've already taken the blankets outside and giving them a good shake. I'm gonna go ahead and collect these two pillows that I'd gotten from Walmart at the beginning of spring, mid-spring, dried up, and put them in the stash that I'll be bagging up, storing until next spring. Those pillows are in and getting started on a heavy wash to be sure to get all the dust and pollen and all the yuck from outdoors, to get that washed out of them. I am going to go down here and get my clothes that I let hang dry now to put them away. I went ahead and brought these 2 pillows in, and I have never washed these before, so I don't know how they are going to wash up. That's going to be interesting. And then the guest room is starting to get stuff taken into it until I know what I'm going to do with it. I took the cushions, or me and Ken both took the cushions off. I took them off. He brought them in for me a few days ago when we were supposed to get a lot of rain. So I just brought them in here in the guest room, and I am having breathing issues. I think it's because so much yuck has been going on outside. A lot of people are, but that's the old asthma wanting to kick in. So we just brought the porch cushions in here until I decide what I'm going to do with those. For the season, once it gets really cold, I'm sure I'll just bag them up in those big black lawn bags that you see and store them up in the attic space. Speaking of Christmas, 2 boxes of Christmas stuff that came from Michigan. It was far too much for me to get back on the plane and be able to fly back with. And they said, oh, we ship. And I'm like, okay, I'm on it. But I wish they'd tell me that before I'd walked to the stores, because I would have picked up more things. I was just trying to be mindful of, Leesah, you gotta get back on the plane and you can pick up another luggage, but do you really want to risk that stuff breaking, being thrown around under the plane? No, I didn't. So anyway, this is just the stuff that I've been picking up here and there just the past couple weeks. I have picked up things off and on throughout the year, but they're already put upstairs. The majority of that stuff had gotten picked up right after Christmas or just a little bit into the new year. And when I find something good for Christmas, I will grab it and then just put it back with the other Christmas stuff. This came from Tractor Supply. Don't underestimate Christmas decor from Tractor Supply. They have some really cute things. Same thing with Lowe's. I shop Lowe's Christmas every year, and I really like the Allen & Roth. I have many pieces of the Allen & Roth. Pieces they did not have that I was looking for and I knew they had carried. I just went online last night and put them in a cart and got those ordered, and they are being shipped to me. That has a piece that got broke during the first shipping, and they sent it to me free. I'm like, I know they had one more in the store that I seen set out. Can I buy that? And then they were told that the other one came shattered, but one of them came in the condition it was in when I left the store. Excellent condition. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to ship that to you free of charge. And it's here in one piece. Yay! And then that box is full of Christmas items that I had gotten from Michigan from the Always Christmas store. And I'm hoping to get that stuff out so you all can see what I've gotten just in the past couple weekends and when I went into Michigan to the Always Christmas store. So I'm hoping to get that stuff out. Maybe I will wait till I get in my other Christmas items that I've gotten from Lowe's. I may wait till they arrive and then just get it all out and set it up and share with you what I've gotten this year that's not already put upstairs and with the other Christmas stuff. When I say upstairs, up in the attic that's off the bonus room. And I think I shared the majority of that with you last year, but there were some pieces I picked up that I've just been putting up there in the attic. So that's Christmas new items of this year. If I can peek out there, I did get her cot cleaned. It smells 100% better. I just used Dawn and vinegar on it and scrubbed it. And I put the cot over there for her to sit on so she wouldn't have to sit on that cold concrete porch. Especially while she's battling this cough she's got going on. I think I have all of them in here that need to be washed, dried, and bagged up and put away. So that will be a good feeling to get that done. And I'm only washing 2 pillows at a time. So I've got 2 in the wash now. Not sure why I was stacking stuff over on this blue Tiffany colored piece here, because that's gonna all be removed as well and put away. Contractors did say that I need to pick out the tile that I'm gonna go with in the wet bath for the floor and the walls. So I gotta get that picked out. And probably the toilet and the sink. I think they're gonna put the door up first. And then that door, if we're having people to come in and care for Mother, they won't have to come through our bedroom to care for her. They can come through the garage because there's a door there too. So they'll just go through the garage door into where the laundry room is. Right here where this opening is that goes into our bedroom. We are the house of windows and the house of doors. They're gonna put a door right here for us where we can lock it off or close it off, lock it off, whatever we need to do. It's kind of chilly out here. She thinks I'm out here to play ball with her. That is the window that will, they'll take that out and then put a door in, and they'll put the deck right here for her. So that's the only thing that's probably not gonna be completed before she gets here. And we're like, that's okay, that works. Dirty. It definitely needs a good washing and cleaning and polish. Lower half is empty. Now to get a step stool so I can start unloading the top half. I went ahead and pulled the box out that this glass pumpkin came in when I was in Corning, New York. I'm gonna put the pumpkin back in the box to protect it the best I can. And next I'm gonna start removing the glass shelves here, and I'll just lay those on the guest bed. And then I know I can handle the bottom piece with Ken. I'm not sure I've ever handled this top piece with Ken. He may need another man with a stronger back, stronger shoulders, stronger legs, and a younger to be able to help him with that, because we definitely don't want any accidents with that amount of glass. So maybe we can get somebody to swing by here and help him lift that off once I get all that emptied. Maybe he and I together can get that out to the garage for now, and then whoever comes to help us can help Ken with this upper part, because I'm not trusting myself enough to be able to do that. I'll just have to see how heavy it is once I get the glass out of it. She's hiding because we hide from her. She's hiding from us. She's hiding. Looks funny running in a diaper. Look, I'll just sit here. You go catch a turkey for us.
She could.
Yes, she could. Got a mess. However, it's cleared out. Put the china cabinet in the living room foyer. And this piece was always, this piece is to our dining room set. It just never fit in with the dining room. And if we would have had it in there, it would have been too tight. So it's always been here since we moved here. And we brought the dining room table into the living room. So it's going to be a living room, dining room combination. Thank goodness that well, we had a little bit of room to fit it in here. It's tight, but it's working. So being that we've got this all broke down, I will go ahead and start decorating that for Christmas. And then the dining table. Kind of sad I don't have a chandelier above it, but Oh well. I'm gonna bring a lamp in here, floor lamp, and I'll just put it there in the corner. You got busted. I saw you and they saw you too, right? I know what you're trying to get. Her treats. Ken brought me some beautiful flowers today. They're nice and colorful. I'll get those put where I want to put them. Need to slide the island back where it belongs, but I was using the little cordless vac in here, getting up under it. And I'm gonna run the vacuum over this rug, and we're gonna go upstairs and start looking for 2 recliners to put here. We already decided Mother's recliner will go here. She's left-handed, however, she's having to use her right hand now because her left side is the side that her by the stroke. And then we'll put a table here in the middle and then a chair here. And I'll take the stuff off the wall there, and I'll probably just move it over here. But the flat screen will go up there. So we have to call satellite or cable and get them to come and install something for her here. And Ken said they can just come in through the attic and run down the wall. So we'll put her TV there. And I'm just leaving the coffee maker, the Keurig, there. No reason to move it or to find another place. And I seriously don't think I could find another place right now. And this is pre-Christmas decorating. Take this table and just store it somewhere for now, because we're gonna have to empty out all that room downstairs for them to start construction next week. And then I think I've gotten, yeah, that's just what I already had in there. So we're through and this. Oh, that's the lamp I'll be putting in the living room. I need this chair back in my office study. That's where I used to have 2 of them in here. So that's where we are tonight, and I'm gonna vacuum up the rug in there, and I'm gonna close up down here and go upstairs and start shopping for 3 to 4 recliners, end tables, TV, a chair and a half. And that's just the beginning, y'all, because she don't want to bring anything here. So we're starting all over, from pillows to bed sheets to beds, dressers, chest of drawers, dog beds for her dog, Star, feeding bowls, water bowls, you name it. It's like we're starting all over. Because I asked Ken, I said, do you think she will want to bring her chest of drawers and her dresser here? He said she don't want to bring any of it. So I guess either it will be sold, or maybe she will see which of the kids, if they do, and what they might want. And I don't know. We have no idea, but we're just gonna go or roll with it. I do believe this is where I'm gonna wrap up this video and just go upstairs and start doing the things I need to get done. But this is where I'm gonna say, until we meet again, you all take good care, and bye-bye.